We have about 2 more days before Claude Fable 5 is gonna rug us, divorce us, or charge us way too much money. So we want to get everything out of it. Now we still can. Here are 5 use cases that you should do with Fable 5 right now that will permanently stay with you for the rest of your AI journey. And I will also talk a little bit about the replacement. Like, hey, if you cannot afford Fable 5 after July 7 anymore, then this is a very close second best. So welcome, and let's get right into it. So real quick, it's not that you have like 2 days left, right? It's then you have to pay for it outside of your subscription. And as you may know, it's being offered at a $10 per million token input and a $50 per token per million token output. So it is like a extremely expensive model. And if you are going to use it, at least make sure that you use it correctly. If you look, for example, between the differences between, let's say, the tool use, right? Yeah, Fable 17.4%, right? But Opus has 15.5%. So there's not a big difference right there. Computer use, exactly the same thing. Legal, almost exactly the same thing as well. However, the big difference is mostly the agentic coding, right? That's more than double. And the reasoning as well. And I really like the reasoning because agentic coding and all, look, models are great and it is hype. But to be honest, if you have a good workflow, if you have good documents, if you have great skills, then models are a bit overrated, man. To be honest. So from the moment of recording, in about 48 hours, Fable 5 kind of just disappears again for most people. And if you're not using it right now, then you're about to lose the smartest model I have access to in months, right? And most people are going to waste these 2 days on the wrong thing. So let's prevent that. And like I said, my actual take is though that, and it's going to sound weird coming from a video about a model, but that the model itself is overrated. Like I said, workflows, skills, plugins, the stuff wrapped around the model, that's the real edge, right? Fable being smart isn't the point. What Fable lets me do with that intelligence before it is gone is the point. It's again like here you have a great kitchen, you can't cook, but enjoy your meal. Like, no, it's not gonna work like that. So please keep that in mind, that it's not all depending on that. So here's what I have actually been doing the last couple days and what I will be doing that we still have in the last 2 days. Like, it feels like the world is coming to an end, right? So number 5, I am running Fable against every calculation on my platform. Not asking, like, does it look right? Asking it to independently verify the math, the formulas, the data sources, and tell me exactly where they are completely wrong about it. That's a heavier reasoning task than a normal model wants to sit with. And this is working fantastic. I'm running a crypto platform and it has a lot of math on it. There's a lot of data, a lot of APIs, a lot of calculations and all. And it's easy to make mistakes over there, right? So what I'm doing is just I'm asking Fable 5 with certain skills like, hey, review what we have right now, right? And it came up with a couple things already that I felt like, wow, this is amazing. I have a trading page here, for example, for crypto, and this looks exactly at the indicators that are being used to trade on the short and the long time frame. And it turned out like, hey, there was a certain indicator completely missing that is really making this whole bucket a lot stronger. And that's something that Opus was just not able to find out. So that is something that you really want to do as number 1. If you have something with a lot of calculations, that's where Fable 5 really stands out and something that I would recommend you to do. Now, number 4 is the bugs that I've been stuck on for weeks. You know it, right? You're creating something and there's a bug and you think that you fixed it and it comes back, and then it turns out that there are some silent things that you don't even know about. The ones where every model just like guesses and tries to solve it because it wants to please you, while in fact it didn't solve everything. So I hand Fable the actual root cause investigation, reproduce it, find the real cause, and not the plausible one. And Fable, again, my next video, this one is coming before, is about the 7 skills that I'm using on a daily basis out of more than 100 that I've tried And if you combine that with Fable, then that's amazing. But to already give you something there now, the screen is one skill in the form of a prompt. Run it. This is the improve skill, and this is gonna literally improve everything, right? Just say like, hey, Fable, run the improve skill on this page, and you will find out that it comes up with a couple things that you were like, woo, I did not know that was actually wrong with me or with my platform, whatever it may be. So that's amazing. Number 3, before I ship anything real, I got a second opinion, right? Not like, does this look good? I tell it to be strict. I rank it 0 to 10 and find what actually is broken before one of my customers does. Right? Because again, that's something that Fable is going much deeper into than most models are actually doing. And the best things are now coming because there is something that you can forever take with you, even if you have to go back to Sonnet only. Okay, so that's basically all that I'm doing. But for now, number 2, which is pretty much one of them, and this is the biggest shift pretty much in my workflow. I'm not building anything right now with Fable in the last 2 days. I'm only writing plans, right? Because if you have a good plan written by Fable, then Sonnet can do the execution. So Fable writes the phases, the checkboxes, the exact handoff. It investigates what should be done in the first place. And if that's all on paper and it's been written out really well, then you can have a very simple, I mean, Sonnet 5 is fine for that. Like, actually, it's pretty good. You can have that one to do the execution. And all I am now doing is basically just running Fable over my project folder. Like, hey, research, what's wrong? What could be better? Cool. Write a plan for that. Getting the most out of Fable. And I will do the execution later when Fable is not longer with us anymore. Number 1, and this is the one that actually matters to me most when Fable will be gone and that stays with me forever, is I'm in the process of taking every skill that I use and I ask Fable to rank the skill from 0 to 10 and don't stop until it's a 10 or at least as close to a 10 as Fable can get it. And this is one that is amazing. I have so much skills that I'm running in my project to, review websites or that improve skill or something for my YouTube channel where I basically now only have to say, hey, give me an idea. I record the video, I put it in, I say, run the pipeline, and I'm getting everything like edited with thumbnails, everything in return, right? But it could be anything basically. If you have a certain skill, then make it better or rebuild the weak ones or have multiple skills combined using Fable, right? Because these skills will stay with you when Fable is gone. And that's kind of how you can save the power of Fable into your own workflow pretty much forever. So it looks at skills I thought that were finished, and it found the gaps that a normal model completely missed and that I don't know what I don't know. Right? And it rewrote them. Better rules, better structure, sharper instructions, maybe some tools that it recommended to use for it. And there we have it. That's exactly the way that I am running it. So once Fable is gone, what is the replacement right here? Well, Opus 4.8 is my replacement, right? So far, that was the strongest model from Claude, and I like Claude a lot. But also Sonnet. Sonnet 5 is almost just as good as Opus 4.8 and a little cheaper. So it's basically what Opus 4.7 was supposed to be like. It's a little too much, we have Sonnet 5. Okay, now what? We already kind of had that, right? But okay, fine. It's at least a lot cheaper and a bit faster, so that's great. But this combination, it doesn't appear in 48 hours, right? Personally, I'm also using Codex 5.5. I think that's kind of head-to-head with Opus 4.8. The way it talks is a little more technical. The reasoning, it sometimes I feel like GPT, like Codex, is a little bit smarter when it comes to calculations and data and all. But that's whatever you like. Right now, to be honest, Cursor, Composer 2.5 is 10 times as cheap. Quality difference, much. Right? So if you really feel like I don't want to spend too much money, but I want to really get a good result, I think that's the best price quality ratio there is. But there's an actual other point to this video. Those upgraded skill files that I have, right? Like I said, they don't need Fable anymore. they're just files. They're markdowns. It's just text. It's rules. It's structure. It's just sitting on my machine, on my Git. Like I cannot lose that if I'm a little careful. So Sonnet reads them. Opus reads them. Whatever model I run on it, next year, it reads them. The model is temporary in this case, and it will come back and it will be in the subscription one day again, Anthropic said, but we'll see. But overall, the file itself is permanent, right? Fable didn't make me smarter for 2 days. It made my files smarter forever. And that is the most important thing that I think we should try to get out of Fable. What can we do right now to make sure that the quality of Fable is staying with us? So that's my actual move. Do not chase the smart model while it is actually here. Use it to upgrade the stuff that outlives it, okay? I think that is so important to realize. And a last bonus, because a good project folder is also really helping you and your LLM. Just ask it like, hey, check my project folder. How's the structure? How's my Cloud MD? How is the PRD? Is there anything that could be deleted? Is there anything that could be merged? Is there anything really missing? Right? This is the stuff that you can take with you forever. And if you still have some credits left after all of that, make it go through your website and say, update the design of all the pages. And then it says, okay, starting page 1, time's up, bye. So if you want to see the skills that are upgraded and how I upgraded them, that's the next video. So subscribe if you want the receipts, not the hype. Follow me if you feel like, hey, 23 subscriber count channel can do stuff as well. Then hopefully you'll be number 24. We'll get there. Fable help me, man. 25, you can do it.